The sun was barely up, casting a soft glow over Ethan's 60-acre farm in rural Missouri, when the roar of an engine shattered the morning peace. Last spring, that sound became a daily curse, one that would spark a battle no one saw coming. I'm Caleb, 29, and I'd moved in with my grandpa Ethan after my life unraveled in a messy divorce. At 71, Ethan was the heart of this land, having worked it for 50 years since marrying his beloved Clara in 1973. The farm wasn't just dirt and crops, it was a living memory of her, especially the strawberry patch they'd planted together, a sacred corner he tended like a shrine. I handled the tech side, selling his organic produce online and setting up security cameras after some petty vandalism. Ethan never said much, but I knew he trusted me to protect what mattered. What we didn't expect was two women who'd treat our home like their personal racetrack, setting off a chain of events that'd leave everyone questioning where justice ends and revenge begins. It started on a chilly March morning. A sleek, silver Lamborghini tore through our pasture, kicking up dust and sending our cattle into a panic. The car, worth more than our yearly income, was going at least 50 miles per hour, its driver and passenger laughing like they were filming a movie. Ethan ran from the barn, still clutching a feed bucket, his face darkening as he saw the damage. The car had flattened his heirloom tomato seedlings, plants he'd nursed since January, passed down from his father. Worse, its tires carved deep ruts through the strawberry patch, Clara's patch, where Ethan went every dawn to feel her presence. The car stopped at our gate, and out stepped Lauren and Brooke, both in their early 30s, dripping with designer arrogance. Lauren, the driver, flipped her sunglasses up and smirked. "Maybe don't put your farm in our shortcut, old man." Brooke, snapping photos of Ethan's fury for her social media, giggled. "Angry farmer vibes, so cute." I jogged over, trying to stay calm. "You're trespassing," I said. "You've wrecked our crops and scared our animals. Leave now." Lauren rolled her eyes. "It's 2025, kid. GPS says this is the fastest route to the city. Deal with it." They peeled out, tearing up more of our land, leaving Ethan staring at the ruined strawberries, his hands trembling. Ethan tried the lawful route, calling the sheriff to report the trespassing and damage. The deputy was sympathetic but blunt. Without a clear license plate on video, it was our word against theirs. Fixing the fence and replacing those tomatoes would cost hundreds we didn't have, but for Ethan, it wasn't about money. It was about disrespect to Clara's memory. We put up no trespassing signs, chained the gate, and added more cameras. By morning, the chain was cut, a note taped to the post. "Public road, Grandpa. Get with the times." This wasn't a mistake, they were targeting us, reveling in their cruelty. For 2 weeks, Lauren and Brooke returned daily, their Lamborghini joined by friends and other luxury cars, turning our farm into a joyride playground. They'd blast music, scatter beer cans, and film it all, captioning their posts with taunts about the crazy old farmer. Our chickens lost 15 chicks to stress, milk production dropped 25%, and they crushed our $900 irrigation system. The worst came on a Saturday when their convoy of 5 cars obliterated Clara's strawberry patch entirely. I found Ethan kneeling in the dirt, trying to save a single plant. "Clara and I planted these when we thought we'd live forever," he whispered. Every berry was her laugh, her hands in the soil. Now it's gone. Their social media posts went viral, Lauren boasting about owning empty land and joking about her full coverage insurance, letting her drive anywhere. Comments cheered them on, calling them queens. Neighbors started grumbling, some even siding with the women, saying Ethan should let it go to avoid drama. But Ethan wasn't angry anymore, was resolute. That night, he sat on the porch, staring at the ruined patch. "Clara always said the land teaches those who don't listen," he said, his voice low. "I'm fixing our drainage problem, Caleb. That spot they drive through? It's always been too wet." I followed him at dawn as he loaded a wheelbarrow with shovels, pipes, and bags of clay from our pond. The plan was simple but diabolical. Turn their shortcut into a trap. We dug a 4-foot depression where they always drove, mixed the soil with sticky clay, and hid a high-pressure water system beneath, controlled by a remote Ethan kept in his pocket. We covered it with normal dirt and grass, even scattering wildflower seeds. To test it, We dropped a 200-pound log into the activated trop. It sank in 20 seconds, swallowed by mud. I set up 3 cameras, my phone ready to stream, though I wasn't sure I could watch what was coming. Saturday morning, we waited by the cattle pen, Ethan humming an old tune, the remote hidden in his shirt. At 9:20, the Lamborghini's roar echoed, Lauren hanging out the window, filming her weekend vibes. Brooke floored it, aiming for the trap. For Clara, Ethan murmured, pressing the button. Underground, 300 gallons of water flooded the clay, turning solid ground into a swamp. The car hit it at 45 miles per hour, its front wheels sinking first. Brooke gunned the engine, digging deeper, mud spraying like a geyser. In 15 seconds, the car was stuck, tilting right, its hood dipping like a sinking ship. Lauren's phone flew as she screamed, "What the hell?" Brooke climbed out the window, slipping into fresh cow manure, her $700 outfit ruined. Lauren, ankle-deep in muck, lost a $250 shoe, cursing as she hopped. Ethan strolled over, arms crossed. "That's what happens when you ignore the land," he said calmly. Brooke shrieked, "You did this." Ethan shrugged. "Improve my irrigation. You're trespassing, and now so's your car." I streamed it live, and the internet exploded. Thousands watched, comments flooding. Karma's real. Lauren's $400,000 car was now a muddy monument, frogs already eyeing its wheels. The tow truck took 7 hours, the driver laughing so hard he nearly fell over. A Lamborghini in a field? That's a first. Extracting it cost $9,000, and mud oozed from every crevice. Lauren and Brooke fought back, posting tearful videos claiming Ethan had set a death trap. They hired a reporter, started a crowdfunding page, and pushed a hashtag accusing Ethan of rural terrorism. It gained traction until Detective Harper stepped in. He reviewed our footage, showing weeks of their trespassing, and subpoenaed their social media, where they bragged about their shortcut. Their insurance company denied Lauren's claim, citing criminal trespassing, leaving her with a $190,000 loan on a totaled car. The media flipped, exposing them as entitled bullies. A viral podcast, The Lamborghini Swamp Saga, detailed their history of harassing landowners, turning them into a national cautionary tale. Their lives collapsed. Lauren, once an influencer with 90,000 followers, worked at a car wash, mocked as Lamborghini Mud Lady. Her sponsorships vanished, her follower count crashed to 14,000, and she moved back with her parents, selling her designer bags to pay bills. Brooke's husband, a lawyer, divorced her after his firm faced client backlash. She worked at a discount store, drove a 2011 Hyundai with a dying engine, and lived in a cramped apartment. Their friends abandoned them, their country club banned them, and even their hairdressers dropped them. Lauren's nephew shunned her at family events. Brooke's son faced school taunts. Their entitled confidence was gone, replaced by nervous humility, their dreams exposed as hollow. 6 months later, in October, they walked up our driveway, unrecognizable in cheap clothes, their postures defeated. Lauren's voice shook. "Mr. Ethan, we're sorry. We were wrong, especially about Clara's strawberries." Brooke, tears falling, offered to work for free to repay the damage. Then Lauren asked, "Can you teach us to grow strawberries? To fix what we broke?" Ethan stared at the replanted patch, thriving but never the same. After a long silence, he said, "If I let you fix this, you'd forget by next year. This way, every speck of dirt, every strawberry scent, will remind you. I forgive you, but the land doesn't forget. Some lessons you live with." They left, broken, and I felt a pang of pity amid the justice. That spring, wildflowers bloomed where the car sank, forming a car-shaped patch of violets and daisies. Ethan called it Karma's Garden, adding a sign. "What goes around, comes around." Tourists came to see it, our farm now a quirky legend. A year later, I saw Brooke at a gas station, filling her battered car. "Your grandpa was harsh," she said, no anger left. "He gave you every chance," I replied. "Dreams built on hurting others don't last. But consequences? They bloom every year." Ethan's words proved true. The land teaches what words can't. Those flowers return each spring, nature's memory of a lesson no one forgets. Was Ethan too cruel, or did they deserve it? What would you have done?